What's up, Brickminds? Welcome back to the channel. 2023 has honestly been a great year for LEGO Marvel minifigures. That being mentioned, we have seen more mechs, buildable figures that don't include minifigures, and some figures that have missed the mark just a little bit, like the two Wasp figures with no leg print and a gray Dr. Octopus that the community is still at odds over. We also got no real sets for Quantumania, which still leaves us all kingless, and that was probably the biggest L of the year for me personally. Now that we've talked about some of the misses this year, let's talk about all the great stuff that we did get. We finally got a Morbius figure that came with a nicely updated Miles Morales fig, a fantastic Ms. Marvel figure, the exclusive and expensive Adam Warlock minifigure was printed to perfection, an Electro figure that will shock you, and both Spider-Man figures from the earlier movies were incredible additions to the 2023 lineup. The third Guardians of the Galaxy movie gave us a full squad of Guardians wearing their new matching outfits. We also got an updated Avengers Quinjet with updated figures from the original Avengers movie. And to end the year, we are getting a 3-foot tall Avengers Tower set with 31 minifigures that are sure to stand atop the leaderboards for the LEGO Marvel all-time Ws. LEGO also gave us a second Marvel custom minifigure series. The second series is even better than the first in my opinion. Only one figure is missing leg printing, and that's an easy fix with an extra Kate Bishop minifigure. So now that we've taken a quick trip down memory lane, let's check out my top 10 LEGO Marvel minifigures from 2023. For the number 10 minifigure on my list, I'm going to say both the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man together. I wanted to include both figures because they really are great figures to have, but I didn't want to use two spots or else these guys probably would not have made the list. The lack of leg printing is why these two spiders are in the number 10 spot, but they are just too good to not make the list. If you don't have these minifigures, you need to go ahead and get them. At number 9, I have the Iron Man Mark 7 remake. This figure definitely needed an update, and LEGO did a great job. It really is disappointing that we don't get Iron Man arm prints, but this figure is perfect besides that. I don't have a problem with the new helmets, and I really like the silver accents throughout this figure. I think most of us were pretty happy with the original Avenger remakes. The Ms. Marvel remake from the Hoopty set gets the number 8 spot on my list. It's really a shame that that set was way overpriced. The torso and legs on this minifigure are very nice. The color scheme for the outfit really pops, and I think the head and hairpiece do a nice job of representing Kamala. The oldest Ms. Marvel figure came with those flexible red arms, and it really would have been great to get some accessories in this set to represent Kamala's powers, as well as maybe a red scarf for some personality. All in all, this figure deserves a spot in the top 10. For me, Agatha Harkness is number 7 this year. I loved Series 2, and Agatha is one of my favorite figures in the series. You've got to love printed dress pieces, and this is no exception. The torso and skirt combo here will be used for lots of customs in the future. The figure comes with a purple cape and new trans purple energy elements to represent her magic. You also get a printed Darkhold with this figure, and that's just a great Easter egg to have in the collection. I bet this figure increases in popularity when the Agatha show is released. At number 6, I have to pick the Wolverine figure from Series 2. I know people are frustrated with repeat figures, but this figure is practically flawless. When it comes to LEGO Marvel, we just don't get much love for leg and arm printing, so when a figure has prints all around like this one, it really stands out in a collection. The only issue that I have with this figure is the hairpiece that came with it, but that's pretty easy enough to replace that part. I hope LEGO doesn't reuse this figure in a set unless it's a really high price point like the X-Mansion. To start off the top 5, I've got to choose She-Hulk. I don't care as much for the character or the show, but it's really hard to disagree with the fact that this figure has incredible printing. Both the arms and the legs are dual molded and printed. The legs are done so well. LEGO did a great job printing on black and white here so that the colors aren't washed on any of the figures that I've had personally. She-Hulk comes with 2 printed tiles, a cell phone with Wong on the other line, and a file for Emil Blonsky. The only critique that I have for the set is that the figure has 2 face prints here, and neither one of them has an angry face. So the top 5 were really difficult for me, but Adam Warlock is going to be my number 4 this year. This figure is so dope. I don't think there are a whole lot of gold forward figures, and this one definitely stands out in a LEGO Marvel minifigure collection. I actually sold my Adam Warlock for about half the price of the set within the first few months, so I wouldn't be surprised if this figure holds its value in the future. So we got 3 X-Men figures in Series 2, but the Beast was by far my favorite. There's a lot of fans that have been waiting for another X-Men figure since 2012, and Beast is a great addition to the LEGO X-Men collection. The design for the figure is fairly simple. He is a blue fuzzball after all, and you get 2 accessories. The X-Men coffee cup is wonderful. I already have several scattered around my LEGO city. A couple of squiggly lines on the arms are about the only thing keeping this from being a perfect figure. The hairpiece has black printing on the sides, and the face is dual printed with glasses and an angry face for fight scenes. If you don't have this figure, I highly recommend getting a hold of some Series 2 minifigures before they are gone. In the number 2 spot, the runner-up best LEGO Marvel minifigure in 2023, it's going to be the Vision minifigure from the 2023 Avengers Tower set. Not only does this figure have leg prints, but it's also printed on trans light blue legs. The cape's also very unique with the prints in the trans-colored edge, which makes Vision kind of look like he's phasing through the floor. I don't currently have this figure on hand, but it appears to be in dark turquoise, which I think isn't as good as the sand green color, but probably a little bit easier for LEGO to match that trans light blue legs. I like the torso prints on this Vision a little bit better than the previous versions, but the red face is a little bit too small. And finally, my number one LEGO Marvel minifigure of the year, it's gotta be Moon Knight from the Marvel Series 2 minifigures. This figure is printed to perfection. For a white minifigure with some gray lines and a few golden accents, Moon Knight is an incredibly striking figure. We get arm and side leg printing again on this figure, and it truly does make a difference. Plus, these legs are printed on a white and gray dual mold. Moon Knight comes with a white cape, moon crescent weapons, and a scarab tile. If you don't have this minifigure, make sure to pick up your Series 2 minifigures while you can. Wow, looking back at the year, it really has been a fantastic year for LEGO Marvel minifigures. You can still buy all these figures from sets on the shelves. A lot of them are on sale right now as it's close to Black Friday, and it currently is the end of 2023, so you're going to want to pick up the ones that are retiring. Let me know what your favorite figure was this year in the comment section below. Maybe I'll throw up some polls and create a bracket to find out what the community's favorite figures are. I appreciate you all for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to see more LEGO Marvel content coming in the near future. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.